Hey, what's up, guys? It's ILIKEFRY, and welcome to my Rimworld Let's Play, episode 4. Now, in the last episode, we repelled a few attacks, a couple from, I'm trying to remember which colony, but I think it was one of the pirates. If I remember right, it should have been Camel's Forest. And we also repelled another mortar attack. Well, I think that was the first mortar attack, so now that I think about it, we did loot ourselves a nice little pistol, sorry, assault rifle, and some power armor, which I believe I gave to Jacobson. Let's see. Yep, that has a bit of power armor. I have no idea what the door key is for. But M16, nice, good old-fashioned weapon. Good fire rate, good damage. And we also planned out a little bit of areas for the base, just seeing exactly what we need. So, metal walls. There's still a little bit of items left here. We still have a single mortar turret that we can use if necessary, because I still have not built my own. I still need to get a research system set up. We've got pistol and frag grenades, which still need to be collected, and this nice leather duster, which does give you a bit of damage protection. We've got a squirrel on the loose who really wants to attack my colonists. So, Horden, you're up. Now, go take out the squirrel. And melee attack it. Brand, you're also up. Let's just get that squirrel, and I just noticed that he does not have a gun. I don't think he has armor as well, and there is this armor vest that used to be on Horton. So I think it's your turn to grab it. John, now let's see what you can do. I think I also need to grab Will the rifle. You could continue building at a later point, because we're also running out of space for our colonists. We will also need to assign one of our prisoner beds towards him. And I wonder why he took damage. Oh, no food. Effectiveness impaired. Brant. Oh, nope, he's still cleaning. So I think this episode we'll definitely need to start clearing out, start getting ourselves a little research area. So we want to do a bit of trading to get some extra guns. So hopefully we'll be able to get that up and ready soon. We are still running on our geothermal generator, which it looks like it is just about ready to cark it. We do have a few batteries that can supply a bit of extra power if needed. However, that will not last very long since I do not have anything extra providing power. Something that I may have to rectify just in case. Give us a little boost of power without needing to build a power line up to either one of these steam points. So practically probably just end up putting it over here. Put a little extra solar. I mean, it turned off the power to the door. Don't exactly need it right now. So, Brant, I've also got a job for you. Another thing that we're going to have to do is remove the roof in this area, because I really do want that dedicated towards solar. Yep, mine. Looks like we do have a lot of metal that needs to be moved. So the guys have been doing a good job mining, which lets us get up the next room. Although I can't really tell because there isn't much light in this area. And that needs to be cleaned out and probably just continue. No, there's a lot of planning that goes into how exactly you're going to set out your base. For example, 1, 2, 3. So you could probably fit in about 4 solar panels, although you do still want to protect them just in case. Deep space miner from Village of the Plain. So, ooh. Overview, factions, Village on the Plain. They like us. So I'm hesitant to go capture her. We do have 6, 7 people already. So, maybe... I really do not want to annoy another town. That just leads to more attacks. Like Boxer's Ridge, they ain't happy. Not happy at all. Structure. I'm going to want an extra door, but... oh well, they're going to have to access this solar panels from outside. Before I forget, we should start smoothing out this area. It doesn't look like I'll be able to do much, but we have plenty of metal, so this area might just dedicate to concrete. Okay. Get them to clean out that area. Yep, Vass, you're doing a good job. Just keep things moving and well, everybody's going to be happy. It's not much power. Horton looks like he's fully healed, so that's good news. I mean, that squirrel is eating my food and Vass doesn't have a gun. Yep, there we go. All taken care of. Now that the area is mined out, we can start making it look a little bit better. Just ensure that every area that we use looks nice. We have the resources for it. We have a crazy amount of metal. So we're definitely going to need the solar generators, especially coming into the future. This solar panel looks like it's not going to be effective, so... What else could be done? Might actually cancel those for now. Just because I want to make sure I could build this nice and effective and do that quickly. And if I have people there, it is going to greatly impinge the speed at which it is done. So now that it's all gone, I can start building that up again. Still not cleaning out this area, so I'm not 100% sure, but it will definitely impinge on the power. Although I can always just check if it's zoned properly, which I think it still is. Yep, that's still not doing anything. So that solar panel is going to run at reduced effectiveness for now. So that really doesn't have much use, considering we are still critically low on wood. Our trees are still not fully grown. I may also hook that up to a with growth lamps. We're definitely also going to have to set up a little battery bay. Jacobson. Stretch. Get a bit of extra wall in. Smooth stone. Nope, it's not having any issues with the fact that it is partially covered, which is not exactly true to life, but I mean, with the amount of power that's with the amount of let me think, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, we would be losing at least half the power generated in this setup if it was true to life. For those of you who don't know, with solar setups, what usually happens is if it is covered, obviously it's powered by the sun, so if it is covered, you do lose efficiency. But the way that solar panels work is that they have these diodes that if there isn't any power going through a panel, it'll bypass. So if that single solar panel bit, as you can see, it's got lines, which is what connects, what collects the power. If those aren't producing any power, it will bypass that single segment without overly impacting the. Sorry, I'm trying to remember it. Without impacting the power that is generated by the other array, by the other solar panels. Parts of the solar panel, that is, which is pretty interesting. It does. I'm trying to think of how it works exactly. It's actually pretty interesting. If you're interested in that type of thing, I do recommend having a look and researching it. You know, because the way solar panels collect their power and use it, for me, it is very interesting. It always has. Things like that are interesting. Well, at least to me. Horden, looks like you need a light in there. So, yeah, furniture, gotta stop doing that. Production, power door. Oh, there's a wood door there already. Looks like Will's hauling resources, but it's pretty much just him building. Yeah, the most important thing is we define that this area does not have a roof. Otherwise, you would lose all your power. We got another person coming in. Not really too interesting on the skills. It is also from the tribe, and I really do not want to come up against a tribal attack. Their weapons aren't powerful, but they do have numbers. And by numbers, I mean a lot of numbers. When they attack in force. And where is it? Sorry, I'm just trying to make sure that I'm zoning everything correctly. Making sure that everybody is constantly working. We have plenty of food, which is always good news. Our trees not doing the best. We are not using Is our batteries? Yeah, our batteries are getting a little bit of a drain, but not too much, which is always good news. But I do think we will eventually need more. You always want to have too much power and not enough. Best be safe than sorry. All these powered doors. It's needlessly wasting power. I mean, they do slightly increase the efficiency of your colonists by reducing the amount of time it takes for them to get through the door. Once I pause it, as you can see. So, it's just those little things, but it does take up quite a bit of power. So this room over here, that's going to be where I'm going to be storing all the batteries, keeping it out of the main area. But you also do need to separate them just enough. That way, in case a fire does break out, you can put it all out, repair the damage. Like these solar rays, if they get struck by lightning, you're going to have a very bad day. You're going to lose at least the panel that got struck, because you cannot access all sides of it and put the fire out. I'm doing okay at mining, but still not the most efficient. While you're doing that, I'll probably just get you to equip the rifle, just in case something does come in and you're over here. But then again, we have plenty of power. Powered doors are always useful. And looks like nobody wants to do that job. Structure. And it is about time that we do get some research done. So we're going to use this next room. Put in our little research bench. And where is Jacob? While he probably isn't the best researcher, if we go over here, we got Fox, who's great at it. Jacob, who's okay. I mean, Will, no, nope. Actually, yeah, I mean, it'll give Jacob something to do. I mean, I'll set the priority on Fox because she is a whole lot more efficient at it. But Jacob does barely anything. I mean, he just stands around, does nothing. So he can be our researcher. At least for the meantime. I'll probably set up a second room. That way Fox can also do research. I gotta close this screen. That's hydroponics, pneumatic picks, which we will definitely need. More villagers. Cassandra's being really nice right now. I have no idea why. I mean, normally I would have come up with a whole lot of attacks by now. So, well, we've had about 4, all easily I mean, I could have lost colonists on it, but if you play it smart, you really don't. You probably won't really have too much troubles, at least in the early stage. We can make stone, but I think it's best off if we start reinforcing this. Using up what resources we do have. I do realize it doesn't have any power, but it doesn't really need it. Okay, that room is done, so we can start setting it up. This room will definitely need to be expanded eventually, but it looks like it will generate enough power to be useful. Or at least store, sorry. main thing is if you do have an eclipse, you want to be able to, aside from your geothermal generators, you want to make sure you have ample supply of power. You do not want to be running out during an extended eclipse. Eventually I will have to move some of these inside, but I will have to set up, I'm trying to think what they're called. I could probably find it in the research screen. Where is it? Yeah, fertilizer pumps. Probably need to set up fertilizer pumps, that way it will turn it all the area into soil. That way I could start growing trees in them. Or I could leave this outside and just have it powered up. Probably for the best to keep it outside. As you can see, we're now storing power. And even though that has plenty of power, I'm definitely going to get rid of them. Just because. We are also going to need light in that room. And the walls aren't finished, which is not a good thing. So I'll let the guys take care of that. Okay, that is not good. And it's right next to the mortar. Okay, now this is a big problem. These crash ships, while they may look innocuous, what they do have, once you start firing at them, and just because I am going to save the game, because I want this part to be more along the lines of an example than anything else. Who is our best shot? Okay, Vast already has a rifle. That's Horton. I think Jacob, yeah, has the M16. Vast, your gear, you have everything ready to go. Once you do destroy it, or even once you start firing at it, it's best to use mortars against this, but I do not have mortars right now. And considering I've taken Jacob, I'm going to set Fox's priority to be research. We definitely need that those research points. So where is, yep, I think Brand was a okay shot. Will is, but I think they left the rifle. Did they leave the rifle back up here? Actually, where is my other Lee Enfield? I don't see it in here. I see the grenades and all the pistols. Interesting. And where could have we lost it? Actually, maybe somebody has it. I might have given it to somebody. And I really want a third person. And I'm a noob. They spawn mechanoids. Sorry, these crashed ships spawn mechanoids. And the reason I've gone with the Lee Enfield is because of its range. It has a base range of 30. It has a range of 37, which means it can do damage from a far distance. The M16 has a range of 32, which means Jacob is going to have to get 5 tiles closer. So hopefully you can start firing from there. Just make sure that these guys aren't too close. But the other thing that they do is that the crash ships create a psychic drone, which negatively affects your character's stats. Sorry, their moods, which is never good. And why is Vash sharing a room? Aren't you sleeping over here? Oh, it's because I removed the door. And I forgot to put it back in. So let's just get fast there. Just before we get started. Yep, Fox has just finished that research. So we can get started on the mortars. Everybody's close enough to fire. Yep, it just spawned a centipede, which is not good, and a scyther. But hopefully we can get this thing destroyed quickly. We'll start pulling the guys back. Oh, I didn't want you to do that. I've seen these guys drop their miniguns, which is a really, really nice weapon. And oh, nice. Yep. Hopefully if I get far enough away. Man, the machine gun nests. I think I should get everybody at least armed up. Those machine guns are not fun. Yep, right now it's just defending. Now, it does take a bit of time to charge up the gun. So if you're smart, you can play around with your cover. And take this thing out with just one person. Okay, it looks like he's ready to fire. Yep. Okay. He's ready to fire again. Jacobs has been hit. Oh, sorry guys. Okay, that's not good. Move around. Still tracking. There we go, guns are off. Oh, not good, not good, not good. Retreat back to base. At least we did a bit of damage. We are going to have to take out that thing. Hopefully our mortar research will happen pretty quickly. We are definitely going to need it. And I should probably get these guys off. Range. Yep, it's moved back to defend. We do have frag grenades, which are supremely useful, but I don't think the range is too high on them, which is why I'm primarily using the rifles. Hopefully Fox will get this research done really quickly. Because you really do need to take that thing out. Once the psychic drone gets high, you're going to have a very bad day. Now, if I had the extra frag grenades, I could probably send these guys in and just start grenading it. Problem is when they spawn extra scythers and stuff. That's why, if you're going to do it, it's best to use a mortar. You are far enough away and you can just shell. You can just shell them from range. If this thing had spawned further down the map, I would just be using the mortar that was left here by the guys and just start hitting it time and time again. And if it spawned out down here or anywhere up here, just notice that there is a bit of silver lying around there, which is what primarily used for trading. Actually, I think the only use for it is trading. Essentially, we're going to make sure that these guys don't do too much damage. And probably just continue building the base in the meantime. Just taking care of these extra segments. We're also going to need to clear out that part of the wall which we have not finished. Batteries are fully charged and I forgot to rebuild them. But before I do, just to ensure that it looks nice again, just cover it back up with smooth stone. Probably get a few extra powered doors. The other good thing about... Are we out of metal? Yes, we are. That is a disadvantage of building with metal. You don't realize how much you use until you do. But we could always mine more. So get the guys started up on this room over here. Yes, we have mortars. Now what else can we use? We're definitely going to need this fertilizer pump. And we're going to need that mortar built. Production structure. Real bad. Security, here we go. I'm trying to think of... No, the mortars don't use any power, so they're pretty fine along those regards. And since Jacobson doesn't do much, he's going to be my primary mortarman. Even though the thing is, despite the fact that he has high shooting, it doesn't really matter for mortars. Joywar artist. Sorry. You're not going to be happy. Too bad I couldn't take him out. You know, knock him down so I could grab myself somebody to heal up and convert. Bass is healed. Jacobson is not too far off, so I could probably make another run. We're almost done with the mortar, which is pretty nice. Just collecting up the resources that Bass is mining. Now where is Brand? Probably end up using him instead. So what you gotta do is draft him and send him to man the mortar. I really want to take out... I'll just aim it there. Oops. Going to need hydroponics eventually, but stone cutting is useful. So 33 seconds. Hopefully we can see a shell land, just to show how inaccurate these things are. Looks like it just fired a shot. Yep. And it's more of a long-term thing. What's best is if you have multiple mortars going at the same time. So you just got to make sure that you keep them far away from your base. You do need to protect them, but like I said, you do want to keep them far away, because if you have all your colonists there shelling a counter shell, putting counterfire on a mortar base like this one was, and it looks like my first shot took out that mortar, which is pretty funny. So, you know, you want to keep it far away of the base, because your shells are inaccurate, theirs are too, so they're going to start punching holes in your base unless you have it really deep in. Let's see what this one looks like. Nope. still pretty far away. I'm gonna run Brant until he's pretty close to breaking. Not really doing any damage. So where is Jacob? Still sleeping. Still only got one mortar. I think Brad needs to go get some sleep. He's pretty hungry. Fox is doing our primary research. That is almost done building the second mortar. We got a farmer. Looks like he's coming in from the other direction. And that's the one thing you got to be careful with if you're building walls, is you do need to keep them, if they're too far away, the roof's going to start collapsing, and that means very big problems. So hopefully you can start getting another wall back up pretty soon. Actually, John, I think you should pause that. And just continue building. Because we sorely need at least a little bit of the wall on up. There we go. You could also finish up this one too. That way you got some protection, and that way you don't have a... Okay, that's another thing that happens. It will drive animals mad, and they will all come at you at once. So it is a priority to start taking it out. Slag. I really want the resources from these guys once I'm done. Ah, looks like it's doing the job for me. Thank you. Where is Jacobson? Yeah, you can man the mortar. Where's Brad? Brad, how much sleep have you had? You've had enough so you can man the second mortar. Okay, now we have a problem. The mufflers are mad. Very mad. Vass, you're up. Get up over there. Horton, I got another job for you. Brant. Fire. Man the mortars. We're gonna have to take this thing down. That one got close. And once again, this machine gun nest is a mod by Psychosama, which adds a which modified the mortar to use a light machine gun. It's pretty nice, pretty great job. I mean, it's simple and it's effective, which is always a good thing. It does have the same explosion range as the mortar, so you got to be careful with it, which is kind of interesting considering that it doesn't really have any explosives, but that's just a limitation of the game itself, at least the way that the mortar was set up. I'm not complaining. I love it. It's great. John, looks like you're doing a good job. Hey, John's a good miner. Wow. Okay, Grant, Jacob. Should have been paying attention. Yep, run away. Okay, that's not good. Maybe it would have been more effective if I just started firing again. We're definitely gonna need those for meat. We're gonna need everybody up. We're coming up against a second wave. And Vass, you can finish that up for us. Okay, that's not good. Oh. This has now become a priority. We need to take it down soon. But actually, Vass, you're actually a really good shot. So we're gonna need you on that M16. This is probably gonna take a lot of micromanagement, but I'm gonna take everybody up on this mission. We need Will and Vass. We could start moving over there. Horton. Huh. Might actually get you with a frag grenade. And Brant and John will flank. So hopefully I can use Vass and John to distract the centipede while I start firing at the crash ship part. I mean, shelling is effective, but this thing, it's not going well. Get moving. Okay, come on, come on. Yep, go for them, go for them. Start moving. Okay, that was a lot easier than I thought. Just need to use explosives. Okay, just keep them distracted. Okay. We need Jacobson is starving, so we need a doctor. Okay, who's the worst shot? Brant's good, I think. So we'll send Will back. Just don't forget to turn him on as a doctor. But Will's also a good shot, so... Fox... Return home. Come on, take him down. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, that did a bit of damage. Sweet. And we got the minigun as well. That is great. Actually, Vass, you can hold that back. Everybody can go back home. And I gotta set a place to take that AI persona core, which is basically just an item, because that comes useful in the end game. It's useful in the end game when you're building a ship, because you're gonna have to shackle that AI and get him to work for you. Jacobson's in bed, so he just needs to be fed. It's also a good example of how much of a mood hit you get when you're starving. So Fox is going to take care of that for us. And now his mood is going up. Whew. That was pretty good. Had me going there for a second, to be perfectly honest. I really thought that was going to turn out bad. But thankfully, to a few frag grenades and some bit of flanking, we're able to take out the centipede and not do too much damage to our crew, to our colonists. We're getting some research done. And I didn't even have to reload. Which is great, because I have not done that yet. It's just about being careful and making sure you plan things out before you do. And we'll just get back to our regular thing, which is making sure that we have enough power. Our solar panel arrays are doing a great job. Got plenty of extra power. Typically I like to divide the amount by half, just to know what you can get. Don't forget you got you got batteries taking care of this. Just so you know how much power you've got reasonably how much power you actually have and what you need. Actually, this has a range of 32. Horden, you're gonna have some fun. That way I can show you guys how exactly this gun works. Let's find something that we can target. Let's get up nice and close. Fire on that muffalo. It does take a long time to start firing, but it does a really good job. So we can fire. I think Horden, you're pretty much you're the cook, so you got a lot of food to start cooking up. You got to butcher these guys, and you still haven't butchered that body. Brant is cleaning as usual. We have plenty of things that need to be hauled away, and we're running out of space on our dumping stockpile. Yep, here we go. So I'll just expand it out a little bit more. Ears. Sorry about that. I'm using a headset, and if you use a headset for any extended period of time, you do know. Especially, I'm trying to think which one I'm using. I'm using the Uh, the Air Force PLA headset by Turtle Beach, if I'm looking at this correctly. It is originally meant for the PlayStation 3, but I picked it up at a steal, and it works great. It works great for my purposes. Aside from the fact that it hurts my ears because I probably don't have it set correctly. Yep, it seems about right. And I've had this thing on for like 6 hours today. Another group of villagers. And a mad squirrel. Now, who's outside? Oh, you're gonna start battering down the doors. Horden, you've got the minigun. Do we have a blight, or did they just collect everything? Plenty of food, plenty of potatoes. I think Horden's actually... No, food usage is going pretty well. Jacobson is the one doing our research. Unfortunately, Fox is doing her job. As great as she is at research, we need everybody working. Nutrient resynthesis, ground turret cooling, crematoriums. Strong doors, carpet making, colored night. Self-propelled guns. They'll probably reinforce the metal walls. A mad boom rat. Will, you're up. Horden, you're up again. And turns out I don't need you. Where was it again? Horden. Well, decrease your priority on that. Fox, you can prioritize crafting. But you're researching right now, so probably continue working on the base. Got a few powered doors in there. Actually, I'll cancel these. Please construct that. Cancel those. I'll put some power conduits in between, however. Yeah, this is going to be our eating area, our kitchen, our mess hall. Below that's going to be food storage. This is going to be crafting and metal storage. Then below that I'll probably move the research room. This is going to be hydroponics. Definitely going to need some lighting. So, structure. It's a furniture. I keep forgetting. How can we set this up to look nice? Right in the center of the rooms. Looks pretty good. We still have the collapsed roof. So we'll probably mine that out since we have a nice stable roof set up. Now all our metal walls need to be repaired because we just improved them. I'll probably work on the Get another powered door in there, even though we don't need it at the moment. Structure. What are we going to need? We need more metal. I could go up here and mine it. However, I have a good feeling that there is going to be resources in our cooking room. So what else is there left? Yep, Will is currently collecting the metal over here. Nice work. If you could hold all that metal back, we need it more. And we're probably going to set up a machining. Actually, we've got the perfect space for it. Although we don't have the metal, which is always a shame. We got another set of research done. Crematorium is useful, but we haven't gone through enough bodies. Shipbuilding, blasting charges, sniper turret. I think hydroponics should be our next priority. Not found any new metal deposits aside from this one over here. We also need to get people working on the floors. And with that, I think we're running out of time, so I'm going to end this episode here. This is Season 1, Episode 4 of my Rimworld Let's Play with Fry. So thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next episode. Toodles!